Association of Indigenous Minority Tribes of Nagaland. Tadi ase Kachari, Karo, Kuki, Mikir Karpi. Tahan ba aji yade October 13 de Phaibijang Dimapur ba ekta press conference rakhi kina ase. Ami kan khopor paise that itu aji press conference rakha laga upor do. Government of Nagaland kan ba September 20 de for minority tribes kan upor de implement kuru bole kwa laga upor. Tahan ba aji press conference rakhi na ase bitu press conference te bi tahan ba ki ko bole se jagina detail ba sai sabo.
Today is Sunday. We know how much sacrifice you must have gone through to come here. That shows your concern and respect for all of us, especially the minority tribes of Nagaland. And you must be wondering what is so important that we are calling for press meet, something like press conference, press meet like that. So the first and foremost reason, I'll go into that, is that of late, we all know, Government of Nagaland has issued order on 20th September for implementation of Riin, registration of indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. I think we all know about that, nah? So on that, we had the 4 tribes submitted a representation to government and requesting the cabinet or the government to review, because in that order it was mentioned that the Riin implementation will be done, or enumeration will be done on the 4 tribes. Kuki, Kachari, Garo, Mikir, Karbi. Na? So we have gone to government, requesting government that we are not against Riin, we are in favor of Riin. Definitely we are supporting Riin. But what is the logic of doing it with the 4 tribes only? So we request that why not you kindly revisit it so that Riin implementation is, done on all the tribes together simultaneously if possible. So subsequent to that, I think after cabinet meeting, it came out in newspaper also, in social media also. So we have somehow a feeling, may be true, may not be true, that many people in our state misunderstand as if we are against Riin. So we want to clarify that only. We are no way against Riin as such. As a matter of fact, Riin is not coming out in one day. It is not even a decision of one cabinet sitting. Okay, you all know Riin was mooted long back in the sense of 5-6 years back. So there have been lots of deliberations, consultations at the government level, calling all the tribal houses also in Kohima several times. There was state level joint coordination committees also, district level joint coordination committees also. Yeah? So we have been participants in all of these processes. Then there was a Bano commission on Riin. So Madam Bano commission was there, and then the commission also had exhaustive consultations, deliberations with all stakeholders. So the stakeholders included us also. So we also had participated in. We as Kukinpi also, the Garos also, Kacharis also, and then Karbis also. Together also, individually also, and together with all the other tribal houses also, we have been consulted. So all along, there has been no problem. I mean, we have spoken out in the consultations also, and in writing also, that we are in support of Riin, because this is for the benefit and for safeguarding of the interests of the people of Nagaland, the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. So, in that manner, we are all for that. So, at district level meetings also, we were called. State level meetings also, we were consulted. So all along, there has been no time that we are against it. Second thing, as rightly said by government spokesperson, Honorable Minister, that the cut-off date is also not imposed by government. This has been actually the unanimous decision of all the tribes. Because I have personally attended many meetings of the tribal halls along with government. So it was decided that 1st December 1963 should be the cut-off date for the determination of indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. Those who settled prior to that should be indigenous. And those who came after that will be maybe given different status that I don't know about it. I have nothing to say on it. However, yeah. Oh, we were a little bit surprised when the government order came out on 20th that this Riin will be implemented. Rightly so, it will be implemented, but selecting all the 4 tribes only. So you know what? When you are a minority, you become very sensitive. Yeah, it is, I think, nature only. So our people, not only necessarily the leaders, but our people, the people belonging to the 4 tribes, in the villages, in the far-flung areas, in all, they have become very apprehensive to what happens. Why? Government is only doing this to only our 4 tribes. Ki hoy se, what is the problem? We all have been in Nagaland state since time immemorial. We have been a part of it, a part of Naga society, a part of it even before independence. Since 1929, Simon Commission, for that matter, Cookies have taken part in Naga Club also, signatory to Simon Commission also. After that, NSC movement was there. I mean, Naga freedom movement were there. All of our tribe people participated all along, because we all have internalized ourselves so much so that we could not think to be different person except that we are Naga, politically, economically, socially. Yes, in terms of ethnicity, maybe, because some Kukis are in Manipur, some Karbis are in Karbi Anglong, some Garos are in Meghalaya. Yes, ethnicity may be different, but those who are in Nagaland, we have internalized so much. So we have been a part of the Naga freedom movement all along. So when this kind of order came out, kind of singling out the 4 tribes only, the people become very apprehensive. What happens to us? Is it alienating us? Is it something government? What government is thinking? That kind of thinking. Maybe true, may not be true. Our apprehension may be correct, may not be correct. And I tell you, I have nothing against government. Government might have decided so, not in bad intentions. They might have decided on some maybe technical reasons also. I don't know, but we don't know about that. That's why we went to government requesting to revive it. So, but government has so far stuck to its order. So still we are agreeing. If government orders so, who are we to challenge it? Actually, some people think that we are kind of challenging government order. We are minority, politically, socially, economically. Actually, we have no strength. There's no question of we challenging government. When we have certain apprehensions, when we started feeling that we are being discriminated in some way, our only way out is to approach the authorities. That's actually what we did. Okay? So please, I request all the people, we should not have misunderstanding that the whole tribes are against implementation of Riin. It is no. We are for implementation of Riin very much. As a matter of fact, we are ready for the implementation. We only requested government that it is to be implemented in a case for all the tribes in Nagaland. Why start only with four of us? What is the problem? What is the problem in doing it simultaneously for every tribe? And if there is any logical reason or technical reason, so we still listen. In fact, we were somehow hoping that maybe government will say that okay, you are the first phase, second phase will come, this and that. Na, inika hole to ami khan bike ko na. Will be since that kind of reply was not there, we were a bit disappointed, frankly speaking. Yeah. However, we are citizens of this state, we are citizens of this country, and therefore we are ready to follow whatever government says. But we only had requested government of Nagaland that we are your children. You treat us as much as you want to treat anybody else. So we have requested all of you to listen to us only to clarify that kind of doubts among people. That we are not against Riin as such. Frankly speaking, we are all for implementation of ILP. Also, I have attended many ILP meetings. We are in favor of illegal immigration. Yeah? So there is no question of we trying to stand in the way of the government for implementation of Riin. So we still think and hope that government doesn't have any bad intentions. But all the same, when order is given that it should be implemented on for only, that apprehension, that what do we say? Apprehension remains in the minds of the public of these four tribes. Because as I said earlier, when you are minority, number one, then you become kind of sensitive also. You see, maybe at times we become oversensitive also. Something happened, then we started thinking, why government is thinking like this? I mean, people start feeling kind of alienation, That's why, in order to nip in the bud that kind of feeling of alienation, feeling of, apprehensiveness, so we were going to government with a request. However, if government don't want to change the order, we are ready. In fact, we are very much willing to, And as far as population is concerned, I think there's nothing much to say. You all know the profile. Hardly, when we talk about illegal immigration, then we are talking about in thousands and then lakhs. The four tribes, maybe we hardly, altogether will be hardly 40 to 50,000. We are no threat to any thing in the state as such. So, in brief, in short, that's what we stand for, and that's what we want to tell you, all of you. When the children try, where do they go? They have to go to the father and the mother, right? But if the father and the mother insist that there's no other way, okay? That's why we had in our representation tell them wrote that we are coming to you for redressal of our grievances. In case, because this is very genuine feeling. Nah, if you don't, if it is not agreeable, not necessary so, we don't say that we are being targeted because we are a minority. We only say that coincidentally, the government order says,
When you say it's not fair, justified.
we say that it is not fair, it is not justified. I mean, as citizen of a state, everybody, you also, we all want to be treated equally, right? So, Constitution of India also give us, rights, fundamental rights of justice and equality. So that is what we don't say that government is targeting us because we are a minority. Nothing that kind of thing. We only say that it so happens that the 4 tribes happens to be minority tribes. So we are kind of surprised and taken aback why this thing is being ordered. You see, that point of time, there was no question of starting only with 1 or 2 tribes. The discussion, deliberations all along in the consultations were that all the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, the recognized tribes of Nagaland, will have to undergo through Riin process, filtering, okay? Let us say kind of filtering, so that although as a tribe you are recognized and treated as indigenous, but maybe among you 1 or 2 fellows may not really be indigenous right from 1963. That government wants to filter it. So we all were, agreeing, and we never thought that government will come out with one order where only 4 tribes, will be enumerated. That is our concern. Our contention is that why not do it together with maybe another 2, 3 tribes also. However, as I said earlier, the government wants to go, still puts on. Who are we to say no? I mean, we don't have the paraphernalia, we don't have the power, we don't have the political, authority, we don't have economic, power. There's no way we can, go against government order. But all the same, we told government that, see, we want equal treatment, justice. So we may be constrained to even approach court, but maybe somebody might have interpreted that as a kind of threat to government. No way, because Constitution of India gives right to every citizen, not only community, that when you don't get justice, you can go to court for redressal of your grievances. And as per Constitution of India, everybody should be treated equally, and it should not be based on race, color, caste, or religion, or belief, or faith. So we still, wish our authorities, look this kind of problem that we as minority face compassionately, and have a rethink that Riin should be implemented. but implement together. That is our prayer, and that is our request. I cannot say outrightly that we have to deliberate upon again and consultation with our communities also, because we alone cannot decide on the future course of action. We wish we don't reach that stage, right? When we reach the river, we have to, when we cross the bridge, when we reach that stage, we have to cross the bridge. But as of today, as of now, I cannot say for sure what we'll do. And I still hope, I'm still very hopeful. I still pray to the government authorities that it should not happen like that. Because, going to court is a very big thing. And especially going against government is not an easy matter. We as a tribe, very minuscule minority, we don't have resources, we don't have financial standing, we don't have political backing. What do we take pride of? Dragging, somebody to court, and most of all government. We want to avoid that. We are not interested in that.
Main duty clear koribole ekta mon ase Meghalaya state Association of Indigenous Minority Tribes of Nagaland আজি মই খানা প্ৰেসিডেন্ট এসকে কেম্পৰাইলা গ্ৰিটিংছ পি আপোনাক সব কে আনি আছে তাই আহিবলৈ পাৰা নাই আজি তো এইটো কথাটো একদম ক্লিয়াৰলি মিডিয়াটো নাগালেণ্ড এটা বেছি আগ্ৰহ আছে সব জায়গা দিবলৈ একদম ভাল ভাল আপোনাক তো সব জায়গা বস্তিতে এইটো পঞ্চাই দিবলৈ মন আছে একটা কথাটো কি চাৰটা এইটো মাইনৰিটি ট্ৰাইবছটো আমি কিন্তু অপোজ কৰা নাই কি সাইডতে হলি ILP বি হবি ৰিন বি হবি কি হলি আমি কিন্তু অপোজ কৰা নাই মই কিন্তু এইটো ওয়েলকাম কৰি আছে আৰু সাথ দি আছে সাথ দিবলৈ আছে হলিবি এইটো লা মেনাৰতে কোনটো এইটো ইমপ্লিমেন্ট কৰি আছে তাতে মই খান অলপ ডিসক্ৰিমিনেটৰি ফিল কৰি আছে এইটো গাড়ে মেনটো আমি খান এইটো ক্লিয়াৰ কৰিবলৈ মন আছে তো এতিয়া গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে চিফ সেক্ৰেটাৰী থ্ৰু পৰা ডিসি থ্ৰু পৰা ৰিপ্ৰেজেন্টেশন মই খান লিখি কেন দিছে আজি তক একো ৰিপ্লাই দিয়া নাই গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে আৰু মই খান মাতি কেনে কিবা কথা কৰিছে এনেকুৱা বি নহয় আপনি কান দেখি থাকিব পাৰে মই কান অনাৰেবল মিনিষ্টাৰ পৰা প্ৰেছ ষ্টেটমেণ্ট দিছে তাই ইয়াতো তো এইটোতো তাই তো মিসকনসেপশ্যন থাকিছে বোলা মই কান অবজেকশ্যন কৰি আছে অপ'জ কৰি আছে কৈটো তো তাইলা ষ্টেটমেণ্টটো একদম ইমেচিয়ৰ নিচিনা মই কানকে থ্ৰিটেন কৰা টাইপতে এনেকুৱা থাকিছে তো এইটোতো ভাল পৰা ডিছকাছ কৰি কিনে কথা কৰিলে চব টিভি সলিউশ্যন থাকি তো আজি 1963 year old 1963 1st December to cut off year rakha to it भी objection नहीं तो हम first day पर आज तक भी कोई ऐसी कि तो 1963 cut off चलो राखी भी होइले भी सब जात किमान भी ऐसे नागालैंड दे recognized tribes किमान भी ऐसे सब मिलाएगा ना अमेरिकन तो ये तो same cut off year date तो थाकी बोला है रीन implement पूरी भी इतना हो चुका है तो इन्हें का हो चुका है मोहन भी agree ऐसे कोई क्या ना मगाला stand तो बीसी clear ऐसे कोई क्या कोई दिया ऐसे তো তাতে এতিয়া 1963 year old বেছি এনমিলেছ থাকি আছে খালি মই খান একলাই নহয় তো মই খানতো ইটোতে যাইছো বলিবি চলো ক্লিয়াৰ হৈ যাব বলিবি এতিয়া 1963 year old আপনার বস্তি যাই কিনা চাইছো বলিবি জানি থাকিব দোসরা মান তো থাকা নাই তো টাইম দিয়ে year old তো তো ইটো নিচিনা আমি খানা ষ্টেণ্ডটো ইটোৱে আছে কি মই খান বি দোসরা মান নহয় আজি ওলাই কিনা হালা নহয় নাগালেণ্ড ষ্টেট কোড কেতিয়াৰ পৰা আমি খান 1st December 1963 ডিক্লেৰেশ্যন হোৱা ইটোলা আগে প্ৰায় পাৰ্ট এণ্ড পাৰ্চেল কৰি কিনা ফৰ ফাদাৰ্ছ খান থাকি কিনা ভাল থাকি কিনা আহিছে ভাল মিলাই কিনা বহি কিনা আহিছে ই টিভি মন থ্ৰেড বি থাকা নাই সদায় এদিন কি যে লাগে মদত কৰি কিনা থাকি কিনা আহিছে ফিউচাৰটি বি কৰিব একেলত যাব একেলত থাকিব এতিয়া গাৰো বস্তি দ্বাৰকা পথাৰ 1811 ৰিকগনিশ্যন থাকি কিনা ইয়ান বি জানি থাকিব পাৰে কিমান পুৰণা আছে ইটো পৰা বি বেছি আগতে এইটো বনাই কিনা থাকিব তো এইটো নিচিনা এতিয়া সব বেছিভাগ বস্তুটো বিফ'ৰ ষ্টেটহুড ডিক্লেৰেশ্যন লাতে আছে পানী খান তো তাতে এইটো কনফিউজনটো একো নাথাকিব লাগে কি মই খানটো কি কাৰণে অপ'জ কৰোঁ পহিলাৰ পৰা ৱেলকাম কৰি আছে আজি বি কৰি আছে কালি বি কৰিব সদায় দিন কৰিব খালি এইটো মানুহলা মাইণ্ডে মিসকনচেপশ্যন এইটো নাথাকিব লাগে কি আমি খান চাৰ্টাৰ টাইপটো অপ'জ কৰি আছে objection আছে নেকি কোকিনি টু ক্লিয়াৰিফিকেশ্যন বি একটা দিবলৈ কাৰণে
We don't know yet. Na, থাকিব পাৰে because those time illiteracy বেছি আছিল না আৰু এইটো বস্তিখান বিতো বেছি দূৰ দূৰতে আছিল না আৰু that point of time state problem বেছি আছে ambiguity বেছি থাকিব পাৰে but we don't want to go into that now na we don't want to go into that because once we start then any problem is there it will come out and one thing because our honorable minister statement moi huni thakise tai bi koise very rare cases in case somebody is very genuine na original inhabitants but somehow the parents or the forefathers name doesn't appear in the 63A roll that will still be look into it and that there is the welcome statement because it is not only confined to the 4 tribes it will be true to every tribe. We all know our forefathers were illiterate. They did not have political consciousness at that point of time. Most of our villages were far off. Enumerators, God knows whether they have really reached those places or not. And if they reach also, how of the villagers might have been jum, khetitet, boy thakibo. That kind of things will be there. But then today we don't want to talk about that because that is problem for all of us, not for these 4 tribes. No? But what we want to, as he said clearly, we are for Riin implementation. As we have said, we have been for it right from the beginning, now also, tomorrow also. But we, wish and request the government to sympathetically and graciously look into our problem and see that it should not be implemented on few communities only. It should be implemented together for justice and fairness. I cannot decide for all the Kuki people. He cannot decide for all the Garos, that kind of thing. So hopefully we should not reach that, that far. We hope so. So if you take maybe another 3,000-4,000 or 5,000, it will be around 13,000, right? Gaspani too, we have about 5,000 voters. So make it total population 8,000, 9,000 or 10,000. So it should be around 25. Kohima te konuma thakibo olop na. Adi Mapur 3 te thake. So inika hole to maybe between 25 to 30 at the most. That is an approximation only.
The clear message that we wanted to convey reaches to all the people. And things goes as fairly as it should be. As we could say, refer like fraternity, equality, and the rights when we refer. I think we pray and we hope, and the hope that we had is the cause of the invitation for all of you, so that our hopes, our aspirations, our beliefs, and the clear-cut message what we wanted to convey reaches to all the people. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
To viewers, apni khan press conference laga opore detail ba sai lushe yade tahan ba janibole dishe da jun state government ba to Riin implement kole to charta tribe logote implement kole kwala opor tahan government decision do tahan against nohoi gushe hulibi tahan ba data janibole dia do charta minority tribes itu Garo, Kachari, Kuki aro Mikir Karbi iduhan ekla din hoigina Nagaland laga tribe sobte implement kurubole lagi gona bi jahan janibole disha aro itia ide manukhan pa bishi misunderstanding chuli ase that itu charta minority tribes pa that they are against the government decision to implement Riin libi dudun nohoi tahan itu misunderstanding the week ta clarification dishe that they are not against the government decision holibi tahan do government ba ki decide kurishe tade agree asiguna bi janibole dishe aro yete ekta janibole dia do ta khan bra that September 24 de tahan ba state government ke representation digina ase lubi ita takpi state government side pa eku response diana ekuna bi tahan janibole dina ase to yade to press conference laga upor de do tahan ba ekta clarification dishe that jundu charda minority tribes te state government of Nagaland ka ba Riin implement kobo ta tahan do oppose kora no lubi tahan do fully support kore ase And on top of that, khali charda minority tribes ituklan hoigina Nagaland laga tribes kiman ta ase tatibi implement korle bhal hobo guna bi tahan by the press conference jani uli dishe. Ita karni mani for more news and updates keep watching Global Window. This is Chandbini with my video journalist Anong reporting from Phaibijang, Dimapur.
Emporium Nagaland is India's leading aviation, hospitality and cruise line training institute with 100% job placement assistance in India and abroad. We provide customized workshops for various organizations and internship program for college students. We aim to empower educated, unemployed youths with global opportunities.